Well, let's get to the point. When a lot of people talk of Zonbi and Haitian culture, you know, it's surrounded by mystery and a bunch of foolishness and a lack of understanding. You know, there's a lot of people out here that go off of things that they read and, you know, videos they watch, and they say this is what it is, you know. How do you know if it's true if you're not in the field? If you're not doing it or living it yourself? You know? So you have to go off of what someone tells you. Well, I put it like this. When you're talking about Zonbi, this is what it is. A Zonbi in Haitian culture is the soul of anyone who has passed on that is conjured for the purpose of good or evil. That's pretty much what it is. Anybody who dies and they're conjured to work, you know what I'm saying? That is what we call a Zonbi. Whether it's conjured in a necromantic sense to basically speak and give, you know, communication or revelation, you know what I'm saying, to the living. This is a Zonbi because he's now resurrected from the dead and he is working now. This is what we mean when someone me se fait tourner en zombie. We are not talking about the physical body raising from the dead. You know what I'm saying? This thing of raising the body from the dead, or basically making the person appear as though they're dead, this is something that came later down the line. You know what I'm saying? Later down the line. This is pure science. You know what I'm saying? It's science. Where the latter is a spiritual phenomenon. You know? Now, when we start talking about Vonpi, see, the Vonpi is the Zonbi which does evil. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between a zombie and a Vonpi. The Vonpi is a zombie that has gone in a negative route or down a destructive path. Because when you talk about Vonpi, that is when you say Wesson, li vale kura imuna. You know what I'm saying? This is when the zombie or the zombie possesses the body of the living. So now, you know, the diseases that spirit may have died of, that human being begins to manifest those, you know, those ailments. You know what I'm saying? So, let's just say you have one person who died of AIDS or died of cancer whatsoever. And now let's just say whomever utilizes that individual, you know, that spirit, he can send that spirit into the body of the living. And now all of a sudden, the living person begins to manifest all those characteristics of someone who died of AIDS. You know? So when we start talking about Vonpi, things of that nature, Zonbi, you know, there's a lot of terminologies people use loosely in Haiti. It doesn't mean that's what we're using in order to, you know, identify. It's like we're not using that to say that's what it is. We're using it to identify a characteristic. Because the same zombie, we can call it a loup-garou. We can call it, you know, a Vonpi. It's based off of the things that it does. You know what I mean? Anyone that drinks takes your life force, you know what I'm saying? That leaves you in a paralyzing state or even death. If it's caused by a spirit, you know, we're gonna say c'est un baka, or, you know, c'est un loup-garou, c'est un zombie. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is where the confusion comes into play, because a lot of people don't understand Haitian culture. They listen to these white folks that, like, here it goes. If white people in the 80s was like, you tell them what's up, man, the white person was like, oh, the sky. You know what I'm saying? This is because they don't understand slang. Black people's language is a language that is like, you know what I'm saying? We can take anything and be like, you know, I'm saying that's hot. For a white person, they'd be like, yo, what you mean it's hot? It's not hot. I'm holding it. You know what I'm saying? So when you start understanding black people, the way they talk, just because we say certain shit, it doesn't mean we mean it like that. It's the context that we're using. You know what I'm saying? Understand the context, the context, because a lot of these people be making videos, you know what I'm saying? I be looking at these people like, yo, you're dumb as fuck. You don't know what you're talking about. So with that said, I conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching.